Hey guys, how are you? So I'm just coloring the tarot right now, waiting for the stream to load. I usually do free yes and no crystal ball for those that are used to my streams. I usually start off with free yes and no crystal ball. I'll wait to have the stream load a bit. Hey guys, how are you? I usually have the free yes and no when I start the stream. I usually do crystal ball scrying when I start off, free yes and no. But I did that already for a while. So now I'm just coloring the Wheel of Fortune. That's what I'm doing now, is coloring the Wheel of Fortune. So when I teach, I usually do different techniques, and having a large visual of it, going over the color sequence. So, how's everyone doing? Did I have my other glasses? Yes, I have them here. Hey guys, how are you? Hi, good morning. I'm just coloring the Wheel of Fortune. So just coloring it now. Hey guys, how are you? I usually do free yes and no. I also teach tarot. So these are one of the visuals for my students. I do workshops where when I'm teaching them to read, I also do like a coloring thing for them to identify the meanings and the symbols and all of that. So, oh, thank you so much. So my list is open for readings. So if you do want one, they are $25 in the shop. And I usually start my streams off with free yes and no, where I'll do the crystal ball. I always do free yes and no when I start. I just did about 52 minutes of free yes and no, but I have to rest my voice. So I will be streaming. If you guys want a reading, they're available. You can purchase them in the shop, and then I read them on YT. This on TT, you're not allowed to mention YT. I'm streaming on YT right now. But the new regulations, the other day I mentioned the PLATFORMS with the letter I and then the other letter, and it flagged, and I got a notice, and I was like, oh, okay. It's not even September 13th yet for the changes. It's crazy. So they're saying the thing is going to be extended, but it was sold. So there's all kinds of regulations and strict policies that are censoring this. So when people get readings, it starts to sound like Tarzan English. So that's why I stream on here. And then if people book a stream read, I automatically say, meet me on the other camera. I'm streaming on YT. So, and then they meet me on there, but yes, that's what I'm doing. So the adding coloration here, but yes, my list is open, and just taking a little break from the yes and no. It starts to feel like a machine. Let's see the top. Do I have it upside down? Yes, I have it upside down. That doesn't help. I'll just be adding, like, I have all the blues and greens here. So I'm going to be adding like different shades of the blues and purples on here just to blend it in. And then this book in particular by Reed, I I use it for my students, but she goes over some of the symbols, but not all of them. So when I go over the coloration, I just find that when I teach tarot to my students, when I have them color it and we go over the symbols, they seem to grip onto the card better because they take their time, and it de-stresses as well. So the absorption of information of the card is deeper for them, and they remember it. So. This particular shade is light blue, no, Blue Lake. And this one is more of a, if I were to match the color, it's more of a aqua. Yeah, this is like a muted turquoise, but I will be adding the a little bit of turquoise and a little touch of purple in the blue. I think would make it really nice. Yeah. Hey guys, how are you? I'm just coloring the Wheel of Fortune. I teach tarot. This is some of the things I have my students do to go over symbols and color. But I'm on my stream. Usually I do free yes and no with the crystal ball. I just did 52 minutes of that, so. But if you want to book a reading, my list is open. They are $25. So why am I streaming doing this? So there's new policies. So for people that stream, content creators, whatever, the time frame and all of that, the algorithm, there's certain like requirements for certain things. So yeah, it starts to feel like a machine after you do like free yes and no over and over and over and over. It starts to feel too much. It's too much. Like I just did 52 minutes of yes and no questions, and you got to unplug a little bit. So I want to refresh in case someone wants a reading. They are $25. So just taking a little break. It's important to unplug a little bit. Hi, I feel your little paw. That hurts. She's just grabbing me. That hurts, Crystal. I know you're just trying to grab me, honey, but it hurts. I'm not a pincushion. Hey guys, my list is open if you want to book a reading. Hi guys, how are you? No, 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 Crystal, no, 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 that hurts me, baby. She's got big old paws. She's a kitten, but she's big boned and she's got really big paws. This scratch is healing. She doesn't mean it. She's sweet, but it's just, ow. Hey guys, how are you? I guess now I'll add a different shade, kind of bring out like an aqua, like maybe like a muted turquoise. I think this one would be a very pretty color. Or I want just to add, kind of blend it in there. Now, when I teach the TDM, I also have the coloring version of the TDM for my students as well. Does anyone else find the sound of the, oh, you said you're actively liking. Oh, thank you so much. I didn't notice. Thank you. So what am I doing? Usually when I start my stream, I do yes and no with crystal ball. I usually just scry. And it's also called gazing. And I answer for yes and no, but sometimes, you know, it wears out the voice and it feels like a machine over and over and over and over. So I take little breaks, and since I teach tarot and workshops and stuff, I'm working on the visuals. I use a lot of these for there we go. I find the scratching of the pencils very relaxing. So my list is open. If you want to book a reading, you get it in the shop, and then they are $25, and then I fulfill them on YT, which I'm streaming on that as well. So I have that active over here on this camera. Hi, by the way. I don't do free yes and no on this one, guys. Not yet, at least. But thank you for checking out my live. But I'll hold this up in case people are, this is, my deck is in Russian. So, but this is the Wheel of Fortune. And I'm just adding like a color. You can see one side has like an aqua shade. And the other one has like a light blue. But I have all my blues and purples here. So I should be working with a good amount of shades here. So yeah, but if you guys want to book a reading, my list is open. But I'll tell you, free yes and no over and over and over is not good. It's like a machine. A lot of people take that as a reading anyway. It's not very good to do that. I like to do it too, but it's just overkill if you overdo it for hours. I don't do that. Yeah. Unplug a little bit sometimes. Hey guys, how are you? So love readings are $25 if you want to book one. My love readings are open. I also do love astrology as well. Remember that Venus entered Leo today. For those that are into astrology. So I'm an astrologer, so I definitely am aware of those things. So I do have my list open for those that want to book love readings or love astrology. Hey guys, how are you? I find the sound, the scratchy sound that the pencil lead makes on the tooth of the paper very ASMR. It's kind of relaxing, really. Hey guys, my love readings are open. They are $25, and I also am a love astrologer. So if you want love astrology or love readings, they are $25 for the tarot. Hey guys, how are you? Hey guys, my love readings are 25 and my love astrology as well. I have those in the shop. Hey guys, how are you? Let me explain what I'm doing. I'm a professional reader. My list is open. So if you want to book a reading, they are 25 in the shop. I stream on TikTok, but I'm double streaming on YT. I can't say the full name. New regulations on this platform. So if you book one, I fulfill it on YT. So thank you guys for checking out my YT, but I don't do yes and no on there, at least not yet. If you guys, right now I'm not doing yes and no. I'm taking a little break. I just did 52 minutes of it. So right now I'm just coloring the Wheel of Fortune. So right now I'm on the background. So I have my blues and purples here. I'm going to be doing the background right now. So that's what I'm doing. So if you guys want to book a love reading, my list is open. I think I'm going to use this really pretty cloud blue. Well, I think maybe like a little hint of purple might be really pretty in the sky. Maybe around the Anubis. This one's a really good blender, the cloud blue. Cloud blue, yeah, it's a really nice one. I'm just using the cloud blue as a blender, and it's really burnishing it really well. Banishing. And then burnishing. So it works really nice. Hey guys, how are you? Not a problem. My tarots are $25 through my shop. And I also offer love astrology as well. Yep, it's 25. kind of like a bit of an aqua blue. Something more aqua. This one, I think I did turquoise already. Yeah. Hey guys, how are you? Oh, good, thank you. So I usually start my live readings with a free yes and no crystal ball. My tarot is $25. I have tons of stuff in my shop. You purchase it in the shop, and I fulfill it right away on YT, not on TT, because the restrictions and the censorship of the readings is too much, especially with the new changes next month. I'm streaming on the other one as well. And right now, because I teach tarot, this is one of the techniques I use. I'm just coloring in the book. I go over with my students like the symbology and the colors and all of that. So that's what I'm doing. It kind of rests my voice because I just did 52 minutes of yes and no's. So just taking a little break from it. Nice to meet you. My list is open if people want to book, and I pop in and out throughout the day. And you can always reach me through my shop and also through my YT. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, hi, Jenny. How are you? Oh, there you are. Oh, I deleted I and the letter, I can't say it because of the other place I'm streaming on. I hate META. I was like, let me write her back. I wrote a heart and I was like, I'm out. I couldn't deal with it anymore. I'm like, so people can just write me here. I'm gonna start your reading. I was just coloring the whatchamacallit, the Wheel of Fortune. It's just one of the things I do when I teach. I do it for the Rider-Waite system and I do it for the other one, TDM, and we go over symbology and stuff like that. So not a problem. Let me start your reading. Glad that you, very, very glad that you popped in. Okay, let me go ahead and get situated. All right, guys, because it's ultra censored, I'm signing off on this one, and I'm going to be doing a reading over there. You guys can meet me over there if you'd like. All right? Okay, bye. I'll be back. Okay, so there we go. Oh, I have to adjust this a minute. Hang on 1 second. Where is my other charger? I think, okay, we're good now. All right. All right, sweetheart. How can I help you? What would you like your reading to be on? What is your focus? And good morning, by the way. So you basically it's either a concern or a question that starts it off, like some people have like a very specific question and some people have like a concern, like a pressure, a pressure point, so we can address it. Okay. Okay, so do you have his sign, his name? I don't need his name. You could just give me his sign. But some people just give me like his the nickname and a sign. But either way. But I like a sign. Like for example, what I mean by sign is like zodiac signs. So like Taurus, Aquarius, whatever. Okay. Oops, just dropped a rune. I retracted in the middle of the question, that's why. All right, let me go ahead and do an energy check first on the relationship. So what I'm doing, Jenny, is I'm bumping your reading to the $25 one. Don't worry about it, okay? Because you waited, and not because you waited, but like as people wait, but like I don't know. I'm just gonna do that. Okay, so I'm happy to do that. All right, here we go. Yeah, so that's twice. I see a really bad breakup that you went through in your past. Was it your past or his past? The new guy. I think it was you. It's shown up twice. So this is just this is not the reading, like nitty gritty part of the reading yet. This is just kind of me just breaking the ice a little bit, kind of getting a sense of both of your energies. And I see like a heavy like when someone goes through a pretty bad, strong, bad phase. It seems like a breakup. It seems like something heavy, and they get out of it, and now they're kind of like, hoping that the storm is over, or at least the storm is over. But it's just like at least hoping for the storm not to come back, or to be a repeat, I guess. Okay, so that's on your side. All right. I did see that there was a sacrifice done with work or money. So, for example, what do I mean by that? That's like when someone has to take a measure that affects their job or business or money or pocket, by either spending or like, it's when a tough decision forces like, okay, let's say a person is depressed and they can't work because it's just like too much and they need a little bit of a break. They lose on making money or a project that they can do because they just couldn't deal with it. Or they lose sales, or let's say that because of a problem they went through, they had to spend a great deal of money on something, a setback. It's like when the heart and the desire, in other words, I'm trying to be as clear as I can. This is when, I'm trying to find the right words, but it's like what's showing up is a financial. First, I saw the love past. I was like, ooh, that's some heavy love past. Then I see the hope of a new beginning. Obviously, that's, clear that that's on the Libra. But there's something financial that shows up here. And that's when, oh, okay, I'm sorry, I didn't see that. Maybe definitely me. I always said that I went through with your job. Okay. So that's also shows here. Yeah. Thank you, because I was trying to explain it and you did a better job. Okay. I was gonna say it's when something emotional impacts the money. Okay. All right. I like the connection so far. I do see a closeness, a very nice closeness. Good so far. But let me check deeper, all right, on this Libra. Okay. Let's go ahead. What's your sign, Jenny? His is a Libra. Well, what's yours? Okay. Sorry. Yawning in the cards. Beautiful. I love it. Awesome. Hang on 1 second. Sorry, I'm talking to myself. Okay. I know, especially since my schedule fluctuates so much. Do you know your moon and your rising, Jenny? Okay. Right. Gotcha. Yeah, that's the one I needed. Okay. All right. One more thing. Okay. So let's start off. So you want to find out basically, so okay, about you and the Libra. That's what you're worried about. That's what you're stressed about. And you want to find out because you've been through a lot. So I went and did an energy check and I saw the job thing, which is significant, but this is not a career reading, so we're not going to stay in that. But career tries to pop in a little bit in this love reading. There's like a heaviness there. Um, you know, but it pops up again, so I will have to address it one more time. And I do see that right now there is a very nice closeness between both of you. So the attraction, the mutual, very drawn to each other. You're in a good place, pretty much, for something new. There's a definite connection, a deep connection. Which is not always the case with new things, new romances and stuff. But what we're going to look further into, the story. So it's I do see that part of you is very happy. And, I'm sorry, you're saying some things here. Okay. I'm switching careers. You did a reading on me. I'm leaving my current job and I have 2 more days. Oh, you seem familiar. The people that were rude to you. You're the engineer, right? Or wait, no, I'm confusing it with somebody else. You're the teacher. Oh, you're the teacher. Okay. Yeah, okay. So, and then you have like, you're the engineer. The engineer, yes, they were rude and you couldn't do anything about the company. Okay, yeah. I got you. Okay. Maybe that's why it's such heavy career stuff. Okay. In some ways with this connection, it seems like you are very happy. And it also seems like you're maybe afraid to be happy. So there's kind of like a bittersweet there. There's like a bittersweetness there. So like in some ways it seems really, really happy. And in other ways, you're not sure if you could be, if you should be, if you can be, right? So I do see that in your head. I do see that in your headspace. Something like that before, right? So another thing that shows up is that, he's going to be continuing in the near future. He's going to be continuing to show you the chivalrous side, the romantic side, the guy that's interesting vibes, all of that. The potential suitor that's really not potential anymore. He's actually happening. He's yours, right? So this is good. So that's going to be coming up as well. So this is a consistent couple of issues. Okay. And this reading is going to take a little bit of a turn, a little bittersweet, some good, some bad, some complicated, some things are in your hands and some things are not. All right. Let's get into all of it. Some relationships are just doomed and some are blessed, but then there's a lot that have workroom. All right. The energy that you are radiating into the relationship right now. So I'm reading on the energy of the romantic relationship, what you're bringing, what he's bringing, what he needs, what you need, the balance. That's where my headspace is at. And I see that you are very stable, very intelligent, very methodical, analytical. We know this. We understand this about you. You have a great sense of humor, but you can also be very rigid in some ways and misread, misunderstood, and be kind of judged as bitter. This is not something where he knows that yet. I do see that there's a heaviness about you emotionally that you can't shake. You have not been able to shake. Something that is a bit pessimistic, and he feels it. So it's almost like instead of feeling just the bouquet of the flowers, he's kind of seeing the pretty flowers, but he knows there's some thorns. So it's a little bit uncomfortable. But it's not something that he's sitting and saying, oh, I can't deal with her like that. That's not what I mean at all. But this is something that's going to come up a little bit later in the story, as you and him continue the relationship. Now, this heaviness comes from not healing properly. It comes from running away from the problem. And maybe that's the Pisces moon and Pisces rising talking there. Aquarius doesn't deal with things like that, but Pisces does. They just walk away from something that bothers them, and that's it. See, an Aquarius just won't deal with it. But a Pisces will say, okay, I don't like this. I'm leaving. Okay, I'm annoyed. I'm shutting it out. It's not good. I can't handle it. Goodbye. And sometimes that's really good. And sometimes that's not dealing with it the right way. So what I'm saying to you is that you got to work on that, because the way that you are, you have suppressed some of the things of the past that, you got to recognize patterns, behaviors, thoughts, the way you deal with things. How much of that is purely organically you, and how much is that a carved and shaped you that has led you to being the you today? Why? Well, because this is very important when romance and love is blossoming, very much. It sets the foundation, kind of like those neurons, just setting in the formation. The foundation of the beginning of a relationship sets the pace for the rest of the relationship's life. When a man falls in love deeply, and 40, 50 years go by and he's still with her, he'll never see her not be the woman he fell in love with. He'll always see her in that light. So however a man sees you in that light is very important. If something drains the energy, which there's a risk of that, it complicates things. So today, everything is good. Today, I see things close. In the near future, I see things closer. But let's talk about the issues that I see later on. There's going to be deeper falling in love. And especially on your behalf. That doesn't mean he doesn't feel that, but we're talking about you as well. And this is when marriage and things, which today, maybe you don't want that. But marriage, kids, some people want kids, maybe it's 2 dogs, maybe it's a horse, whatever. But this whole family, deep, this is a forever kind of thing. This is very felt and strong in you in the months to come. All right, so rest of 2025, 2026, this is very strong. And it grows. And I see that there's something that's going to be jeopardizing the relationship later. What are those things? I see that there's a risk of him leaving you. Post a really strong argument. Now, Libra men are not confrontational. They don't deal with things that way. They avoid confrontation, and they can be very indirect. And then Pisces can be drained from chasing Libra. So in a general sense, we're going to come out a little bit of the specific reading where it's you and him specifically, And we're just going to look at the astrological patterns with what is compatibility with both of you, because it's also significant. It's a significant layer of all of this. So stepping outside and looking at the macro version, the Libra is very inspired by Pisces, very much. And yes, I'm referring to your rising because it's very dominant in you. So the Aquarius and him, very adventurous and everything like that. But when it comes to the Pisces part, you do inspire him in ways that you don't even realize that you do. But there's something that's inconsistent with you that he starts to not like. And you start to get tired of waiting on him. So this is what starts to happen. Let's say that he starts to not call you back right away. Or I'm giving you general examples. So we're back into the specific now. Let's say that he displays behaviors that make you upset. You feel like you don't have a grip. You feel like the closeness is dissipated, and he, you start to complain to him emotionally. You have an emotional spill at that moment, and you say, okay, I feel this and this and this and this, and you complain, why? And it's not addressed the way you feel, the way that you need. It's not addressed. He doesn't address it the way that you need. And there's this extreme avoidance, okay, I'm not going to deal with it, and then there's the overspill, but there's no